If you're a consumer of self-help content, the chances are you've heard the terms alpha and beta. Now, these two terms right here kind of define the whole new age masculinity movement. And, if you're a stranger to me and my channel, I do not buy into these labels at all. Okay, I believe that, the idea of being an alpha and a beta are not only cringe, but I feel like they are selling people short. And what I mean by that is, you are an infinite being. You should not define your infinite existence and infinite consciousness with one word. And I feel like it's also toxic to try to categorize all men into one specific look or one specific stereotype because, men, just like women, come in all different shapes and sizes. And, you have to learn to embrace who you are. Okay, you have to learn to go against the grain and stop trying to fit into what other people think a man is, including myself. Now, obviously, I'm here to give my opinion on what it means to be a man. My opinion is no more correct than anyone else's opinion, but it's also no less correct either. Okay, it's my valid opinion. I don't care if you like it or not. You're watching my video because you want to hear what I have to say. Now, like I said earlier, independence, okay, being who you are, being a free thinker, that is what makes you a man, in my opinion. Being who you are unapologetically. For me to sit here and make this video, knowing that there's going to be people that disagree with me, people that feel like they're alphas, and people that feel like I'm a beta, okay, I literally do not care. I don't care at all. I don't care what people think. I'm here to be myself because being myself is what's gotten me as far as I am right now. And that's something that I try to encourage on my channel is free thinking. Okay, go against the grain. Don't be afraid to go against the grain and speak up for what you feel is correct. Speak up for what you feel is right, but also have an open mind and understand other people's perspectives and where they're coming from. Now, like I said, I don't buy into the alpha beta thing. Okay, I don't buy into that ideology. And the reason why is because most of the people trying to be alpha are ironically fitting into the stereotype of what it means to be a beta. Okay, they're concerned about what others think about them. They're doing things out of character just for the sake of validation because they're not free thinkers. They're not thinking for themselves. They're just trying to fit in. And, when you try to fit in, you're going to be naturally insecure and you're going to start to project your insecurities onto other people, even if it happens subconsciously. And, that's another thing that I feel like defines a man is somebody who does not need to put other people down in order to feel secure within himself. If you feel like you have to put others down and call them beta just so that you can feel like an alpha, then are you really an alpha? Are you really what you say you are? Are you really confident within yourself if you feel like you have to put others down? This is childlike kindergarten level activity, and a lot of men are buying into this stuff because it makes them feel better. You don't see true confident men calling themselves alpha and calling other people beta. You don't see that. Okay, that's something that you only see on the internet. And there's a reason for that. It's because the people who, talk the most on the internet, they tend to be the least confident in real life. And their lack of confidence is what makes them so susceptible to groupthink. And that's why so many men are invested in the alpha and beta ideology. It's because they can't think for themselves. They don't have their own set of morals and values that they are willing to stick to. Or if they do have a set of morals and values, they're insecure about them. They feel like, other men are going to perceive them in a certain way for thinking freely, which they might, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with criticism. If people are criticizing you, that's how you know that you're a free thinker. That's how you know that you are thinking for yourself and you are creating your own set of morals that you can live by. You're focusing on your life and not other people's perceptions of your life. Because at the end of the day, nobody truly knows what's going on in your own head except for you. Okay, because it's your mind. You're the only one with access to it. And, with all of that comes independence. Independence is what makes you a man. Not even just a man, but an adult. For any women out there watching this. If you are independent, that is what makes you a full-fledged adult. That is what makes you a man. When you can think for yourself, when you can act for yourself, when you can speak for yourself. You do things for you because it's your life and you take control of your life. For example, when I decided to drop out of college. That was a grown man decision for me to make. Okay, if I asked anybody if I should do that, they would have all told me no, because it wasn't the logical move to make. And, that's where a lot of men get things confused also, because logic is a masculine trait, intuition is a feminine trait. And, I made a decision off of intuition, even though there was nothing logical about me dropping out of college. I did it because it felt right to me in that time. In that moment that I dropped those classes, March 22nd, 2019, that was the exact moment that I decided that my life belongs to me. I'm not going to worry about what other people think about me anymore. Everyone's going to have their opinions. I don't care. Okay, it's not their life to live. It's my life to live. I am a grown man. I'm making my own decisions. I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it, and nobody is going to stop me. Now, as I was saying, to me, in order to be a truly independent man or woman, you have to be in touch with both your masculine and your feminine energy. If you are only in touch with your masculine energy, you're going to be missing one of the most important traits for success that there is, and that is intuition, gut feeling. Okay, you have to be able to believe in something that you cannot see. There is nothing logical about intuition. It's simply there. Okay, it's a sense that you feel. It's a sixth sense. You'll be able to feel like this is the move that you need to make for your life. And like I said, for me, that was dropping out of college and then later on quitting my job. Very, very illogical moves, but they were decisions that I made out of intuition because I was a man. I realized that I'm a man and I need to take control of my life, and I can't be living for other people anymore. Now, if you're not in touch with your feminine energy as a man, basically you're capped in your potential to accomplish great things. And what I mean by that is, if you want to be a creator of something, you want to start a business, you want to invent something, whatever it is that you want to do out of the ordinary, you have to be able to see it or feel it within you before you can see it in your reality physically. Okay, you have to have that intuition, and you have to have passion behind you as well, emotion. Okay, you need to have some emotional intelligence in order to transmute your emotions. This is where the idea of stoicism comes from. Okay, I do believe that stoicism is a masculine quality, but the only way to develop stoicism is to be in touch with your feminine side and your emotions, because contrary to popular belief, stoicism is not the lack or suppression of emotions. It is the mastery of emotions. It is you having emotional intelligence and being able to control your emotions and transmute your emotions in, various different scenarios. But the only way for you to master your emotions is to experience them. That's something that a lot of men struggle with because they feel like emotions are feminine and they don't want other men to see them that way. And they are feminine. But there's nothing wrong with that. You need to be in touch with both sides if you want to truly be independent and a free thinker. If you want to start living life in your own terms, then you have to be in touch with your emotions because you will experience criticism and backlash from all of the people who don't think the way that you think. Okay, when you go against the grain, you're going to experience resistance from other people. That's just the way it is. But you have to have enough control over your emotions to not suppress your emotions, but transmute your emotions into whatever it is that you're passionate about. For me, I was very emotional, but I took all of the pain and all of the anger that I felt from people that didn't believe in me and people that doubted me on my journey, and I used it as fuel for the fire. I used it to fuel my passion for YouTube and for content creation and for being the best version of myself that I can be. But the only way for me to master my emotions in that way was for me to feel them, for me to experience them. How can you ever expect to master something if you don't practice it first? For example, if you're playing basketball, you're not going to become a good basketball player if you don't go and put up jump shots. Okay, at the end of the day, you have to practice whatever it is that you want to master. And stoicism is about the mastery of emotions. Okay, learning to transmute whatever emotions you have into whatever it is that you're doing, being on your purpose. And, that's another thing that, in my opinion, makes you a man. Being on your purpose, handling your business every single day, doing what you need to do. This is where discipline comes in. Now, obviously, this discipline can clash with your emotional energy. Okay, masculine and feminine can sometimes clash, and that's why you have to have enough balance within you to where you can have discipline backed by passion. Okay, there's a reason why I'm disciplined. It's because I want great things for myself. I have this passion within me, these emotions within me that drive my discipline. If masculine energy is a boat, then feminine energy is the ocean. It's directing the boat. This is why it's important to be in tune with both sides. You have to be in tune with your masculine and feminine energy. And also, in being in tune with both sides, you won't be reliant on a woman to bring you that feminine energy from outside of you because you already have it from within. You'll be a truly independent free thinker. You'll learn to be yourself unapologetically because you don't have to conform to anybody else's standards. You do what you want to do because it's your life. No matter what anyone else thinks. I don't care if everyone else is going this way. If I feel like I need to be going this way, that's where I'm going to go. Okay, and eventually, some people will probably start to look back and they'll see you going the other way and they'll probably start following you on your path and you'll become a leader by example. Okay, you'll be able to show people that it's okay to think for yourselves. And that's literally what I'm doing with each and every video. I'm walking this path and I'm showing people that it's okay to go your own way as well. And you don't have to follow me either. You might disagree with everything that I say and you decide to carve your own path. And maybe other people will follow you as well. That's the beauty of life, is being who you are unapologetically. Okay, you don't owe it to anyone else to change who you are to appease them or make them comfortable. I care about people's well-being, but I do not care about people's opinions. Okay, I don't. I really don't. I'm going to do whatever I want to do with my life, and I'm going to handle my responsibilities and take accountability for my life the way it is. I don't blame women for all of my struggles. I don't blame anybody except for myself, because I know at the end of the day, it is entirely on me to create the life that I want. So if I'm struggling with something, if my finances aren't right, if I'm out of shape, whatever it is, I'm going to take accountability and I'm going to redirect my ship. I'm going to redirect my discipline to the area that it needs to go in order to get to where I want to be.